Seriously. Here we go. Ready, set, it's 10:30, go.
Hello. Yeah. So this is the next episode of the Waiting in Queue podcast. Episode 62?
62.
Am I right on that?
I have no idea. I don't pay attention.
Let's see. It's got to be. Yeah,
it's 62. 61 was the last one with Amaranth.
Yeah, episode 62 here. The Amaranth video did pretty decent on YouTube. I will say that the 30-minute episodes seem to be doing better for retention.
I think it's better for our mental health too.
Is it?
Yeah. I get to talk to you less.
Yeah, that is a plus. We haven't really talked a lot though lately.
No.
Online.
Yeah, because Elden Ring came out and Connor was like, I'm not talking to anyone.
Nope. Elden Ring came out and I literally went on lockdown for the weekend.
Mm-hmm. He self-quarantined to, trap himself within Elden Ring's lore.
To rage.
Yeah, and to rage.
Yeah, Elden Ring came out and I haven't even played any Witch Queen this from Friday. Haven't touched it. Haven't wanted to.
You know what, Connor? It'll be there when you're done with Elden Ring.
I know. That's what I keep telling myself. Is like, it'll be there. It's not going away. There's no more FOMO in the game, so that's good. Anyways, Elden Ring came out, though.
Yes.
And this is where it's weird, though. It's awesome, and I love it so much, but I also feel like we're still in the honeymoon phase, so you got to be kind of iffy. But with the honeymoon phase aside, like, everybody's enjoying it because of that. What's going to happen in, like, a week or two when, like,
we're going to find more bugs. We're going to find, like, other things that the game didn't promise on, even though it seems like it's held up pretty good on its promises pretty well. But
yeah.
FromSoftware games have never really been anywhere near disappointing. In today's standards of disappointing games where it's like...
No.
Like games are being so underdeveloped. Like right now, they're still like ahead, and like the few bugs that we have seen, it's like they're still fucking light years ahead of any other like game that's come out. Like
I think this is guaranteed, and it's super early in the year.
Yeah,
but this has got to be guaranteed game of the year.
I would say so. It's so highly reviewed.
10s on everything.
10s on everything, and then. It's on Steam, right?
It is on Steam.
Because it's like highly rated on Steam too.
Hang on, let's see. And another thing that comes with these FromSoftware games, they have a huge fanboy fan base.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a fan base; it's a fanboy fan base. So no matter if it's bad or good, the fanboys are gonna.
Yeah, but it's
like
such.
But I'm talking about like.
But their
companies are giving it 10s out of 10s.
Oh yeah. But I did see a video of talking about like this is like a really good game, and it's good and it's bad because it's like finally we got a good game that came out that's not like unfinished,
mm-hmm.
and he's like this is like what video games need to do. But then at the same time, it's like, but this might also be the peak because,
live service is the new thing.
Live service is the new thing, and other companies aren't going to see, oh, wow, they finished a game and look how well it did. They're not going to care. They're like, well, we don't care about the reviews or anything. We just care about money because all we have to do is hype up the game, make a shitty game where we're getting paid no matter what.
The thing about Elden Ring, too, is it's kind of one of those games where it feels so weird because it's one of those games where you buy it, and you get it. Like, you get everything in it. And I feel like we haven't had that, like you were just saying, in so long that it feels like a step. It's a really nostalgic in a sense. Like, I can't remember the last time I bought a game and got it for the full price. Like, got everything for the full price.
Yeah.
Fuck, even Witch Queen, my fucking favorite fucking game of all time, Destiny, locked shit behind a paywall.
Mm-hmm.
You know, this pissed me off. I'm not trying to change the subject.
This pissed me off.
This really grind my gears. Okay?
Oh, no, that was kind of the wrong one.
Wrong one. This is garbage day, dude. So
No, this isn't garbage day. Elden Ring's out. We're in a good spot.
To talk about the Elden Ring being a full purchase, you get what you get for $60, and it's fucking well deserved. Fuck, that game could easily go for $75. Don't do that. I'm not telling game developers to do that. Don't do that.
Also,
honestly, games should only be like $55, but that's fine. $60.
Dude, I think the games that come out now, $40 and below dollars.
Oh, for sure.
Like it's
So Witch Queen, $40 for the expansion. Okay, that was all right. I thought when I bought the expansion, I got the season with it. Right? You would think that the first season is included in the expansion, correct? For the year.
Yeah.
There's 4 seasons in a year for an expansion.
Well,
so
because there's 4 seasons in a year.
True.
See,
so I get in the game, and I go to the season pass to claim my season exotic weapon, and I'm like, woo, let's do it. It's shit, by the way, but woo, let's get it. I have to fucking buy the season.
You got money, don't you?
Yeah, I bought it. Of course, so I fucking threw money.
What are you complaining about?
But what I'm saying is, if you wanted the season, you had to buy the deluxe edition, which was $80. However, it comes with all 4 seasons, 2 dungeons, the expansion. It's probably worth it in the long run because you're going to save money. But I didn't do that. So I ended up spending fucking $50 on the expansion when in reality I would have just bought the $80 one. Like Elden Ring is back to Elden Ring, what's so good about it? $60, you get everything.
This is a full game.
It's a full fucking game.
Full finished game, maybe a bug here and there.
The only bug that I've seen and I've read is PC players, the frame rate issue, which I'm going to say right now shouldn't be a thing. I don't feel like that should be a problem. I feel like it should have been optimized more. I know the game is developed for console, and
usually that would
I had to turn VSync on, which locks my frame rate.
Yeah,
but it doesn't screen tear. It was screen tearing, and I'm running a 3060 Ti, an i7. I think it's only a 5700, which is above the minimum requirements for the game, and I'm still screen tearing. I'm sure within a couple patches, they already put out a patch which felt like it kind of already helped it, which is good. It'll be fixed, a little more optimization. But besides that point, they promised an open world game, and they promised a Souls feel to it, and it is 100% that.
Is it anywhere tied to the Dark Souls series? Does it continue any story with it, or is this like a brand new world?
Brand new, entirely. It's not a sequel to the Souls. It's its own story.
Yeah, because they said the last expansion for the Dark Souls 3 was going to be like the last thing for Dark Souls.
It's still a lot of the same concepts. You're you're called Tarnished. In Dark Souls, you're something. I'm not I played them all, but I'm not like some of our friends who that's like their main game, so they know everything about lore. Like you ask Ben, he could tell you the backstory of every fucking boss and everything, which I think is awesome for people who really enjoy it.
You know, we should ask Ben
the art aspect of it.
Oh yeah.
What were you gonna say?
We should ask Ben. It's like, oh, you're such a Dark Souls fan.
Why don't you just
name every item in the game?
Done. Send him the text.
I'll do it. All right.
He might actually do it. So, but I love that. I think those kind of players are what keeps the game alive.
Yeah, and it's such a hard game. I will say it is a very difficult game, and I do feel like those people, they can be kind of picky about the game because it's just they work so hard. And they know what works for the Dark Souls games. It's I don't feel that so much when we see the reviews, like you were saying, they're such diehard fans that they're gonna review it high no matter what. I'm
Oh,
Which
you're saying
you're gonna have that, but they're probably
I know what you mean.
more dedicated.
That makes sense.
They might be a little bit more picky about like, dude, this was a shit game. Like
Yeah.
Ben was straightforward with like
Sekiro.
he didn't like Sekiro that much, but that's that was more for the aesthetic part of it. But
It's different. It's a lot different than Dark Souls 2. Like they were he doesn't like Japanese culture, the samurai as much as like some.
That seems kind of
A little kind of
we won't say
The
it,
R
but
word.
yeah.
but anyways, no.
Rewarding.
Rewarding. Anyway, so he likes the rolling and he likes the knights and he likes that.
Mm-hmm.
I like Sekiro because of the samurai stuff, but I'll be honest, I still think Sekiro has the best combat in any Souls game ever made. The dodging was good.
Dodging and like
rolling,
deflecting.
You had deflecting. You had the posture, which is in this one, but it's hidden. It's hidden still. I liked being able to see the enemy's posture. I wish that this game had it where like you could see the hidden stuff, so you know when it was gonna pop.
But like the posture thing, that's more of the idea of the Japanese
way
of fighting. It's like having perfect form and perfect posture, whereas knights, it's just like they were trained, but they didn't care so much about
it was get in there and fucking get the
being
job
disciplined.
done.
Yeah.
Which makes sense, but I just liked. I don't like the rolling because there's a lot of like hit scan issues still, where it's like you roll, and it's been fixed a lot since Dark Souls 2, but like you like roll and you're not really dodging things, you're just more rolling inside the body of an enemy until he like finishes his animation, and then you swing a couple times and then you're back to rolling.
Mm-hmm.
In Sekiro, you felt like you were fighting.
Does Sekiro not have rolls?
Huh?
Do you not roll in Sekiro?
No, it was a lot of sidestepping, backstepping, but mainly blocking and parrying.
Okay.
And then there was like certain attacks where you had to do like jump blocks, or some of them you had to sidestep. They were impossible to block because of the type of attack they were.
Mm-hmm.
Totally different combat style, totally different fighting style. I mean, even Bloodborne had a different one, but it was closer to the Souls.
Yeah.
But with that being said, though, it's been fucking awesome. Like, I think if you played a Souls game and you like them, you're gonna sink so much time into this game. Like, if you get it and play it, I find myself spending hours just exploring and trying to find that next dungeon, to find that next bonus boss, to see what they drop. And then sometimes you find this bonus boss. I will say some of them are pretty easy. There was one that gave me trouble, the Blood Fang.
Yeah, they said this was going to be a little bit easier than like the Dark Souls, not as difficult.
It feels that way, except for the story bosses. The bosses that lock you in a room, and they're like, okay, this is the only space you got. This is their kit. This is your kit. Go at it. There was a dragon towards the beginning. I already killed a dragon, and I felt like back in the day, like in Souls, like a dragon was huge, so it was like one of the hardest boss. It's a hard boss. This one felt easy because I just mounted up, which is probably like the cheesy way to do it. I just mounted on my horse and dodged all the attacks on the horse, and I'm in a massive lake. And I'm just like...
And you're swimming in the horse?
I'm swimming inside the horse. And I'm just slashing at this dragon. He killed me like 3 times. But still, like, dying 3 times compared to, like, dying for 3 hours straight on the same boss is pretty crazy. The only thing I'm worried about is, like, there's not enough bosses in the game. But on the other hand, I've only put 18 hours in the game, it says on Steam. And I haven't explored... I've probably only explored 10% of the fucking game.
Yeah, that's awesome, though. I mean, that's... You take your time to like look around too, quite a bit, and the thing about I've seen with this game is it's really good right now, and this is kind of the example that we should be setting for making video games, is that like a finished game, but is this as good as it's gonna get?
What, Elden Ring or games?
Games.
I would hope not. I mean,
we hope not, but
there's gonna be a ceiling at a point, like where it's like,
oh yeah, but
the ceiling should just be releasing full games at full price,
the ceiling,
or at a good price.
But the ceiling should also include that everybody's shooting for this, not just one company indie developers.
The problem is you're not gonna have that. I mean, you have titles who they release them every year, and people are gonna buy them. That's why I said a few weekends ago where I was like, we need new IPs. Stop fucking making the same games. Kill off Battlefield. You guys are fucking putting out doo-doo shit games.
Yep, I think Battlefield's done.
Stop working on them because you've killed it, and move on to a new IP. Fuck, it can still be a military game, but try something new. Take the time and create something new. Bethesda's doing it. The fucking space game that's coming out.
Yeah.
And if anything's like Bethesda, it'll probably be fucking baller.
Whoa.
Everybody's like, Bethesda's garbage now because of Fallout 76. I'm like, bro,
that's true. That's true.
One game, and look,
that's all you need.
But they tried something new.
Yeah.
They took a title that comes out all the time, and they tried something entirely new, and it worked, but it didn't work.
Mm-hmm.
So they took the risk. I still think Fallout 76 was a fun game. It was glitchy as a motherfucker. It was still fun. Would I play it over Fallout 3 or New Vegas? Not a goddamn chance.
I did hear a rumor that Fallout New Vegas 2 is in the works.
I'll literally shit my pants on camera. That would be insanely awesome. Vegas was awesome.
Yeah.
I loved that one.
But yeah. Well, and they're also still working on Elder Scrolls 6, aren't they?
That's what I was gonna say. Wasn't there a new one coming out?
Yep. It was it was teased 2-3 years ago. 2 years ago at E3.
Tanner's been eyeballing that.
3 years. Eyeballing what? The new Elder Scrolls?
Mm-hmm.
Tanner?
Yeah.
What's with our friends all of a sudden trying now to leave? Stop playing the boring Call of Duty all the time. It's fine if you like Call of Duty and you want to play Call of Duty, but you can't only play Call of Duty your whole fucking life. So, you gotta branch out to these amazing fucking story games.
When you were playing your Elden Ring, I was playing either Warzone with Tanner or we played Sea of Thieves with Mitchell, and Mitchell's been playing Skyrim now, and that kid's a boob. But anyways, he
gotta know how his Skyrim play's going.
Well,
I gotta see his Khajiit, dude. Has he sent you any photos of the Khajiit yet?
No. All he complains about, he's like, I need to sleep and I can't find a bed. Everywhere's owned. I'm like, Mitchell, just go out into the world and find an unowned
find
bed.
a fucking
He's like, I'm in the city. I'm like, leave this fucking city.
Was he in Whiterun?
Yeah.
The first city.
Yeah.
He hasn't even made it to
He's like, oh my God, I can't see anything because the border's all black.
Yeah.
He's like, I just need to sleep. So anyways, all of a sudden we get on talking about Skyrim and all that stuff, and then Mitchell goes, I think it'd be really cool to time travel back to medieval times and then leave before it starts sucking too bad for you,
bro. And you don't want to live. That would be the worst time.
No. He wants to. He just wants to see it. And
I would love to see it.
Tanner said the same thing, and I'm like, you guys have become fucking full on nerds now, and I'm like, this is the stuff Connor and I have been dreaming of.
Yeah,
wanting to see all this shit and talk about this stuff, and for you guys to play Elder Scrolls.
Yeah,
and
I'm
stuff
why
like
the
that.
fuck are they playing Skyrim now? Skyrim's a fucking 13-year-old game.
Well, he's got Game Pass, and it's.
I know. I'm just saying, these. Fuck, bro. These games are what really created solid RPG fucking games.
Absolutely.
Elder Scrolls literally paved the way, I felt. And so did Fallout. Bethesda paved the way for really good, massive world, open world, lore-based games.
Mm-hmm.
and we had Morrowind. I know there's Daggerfall and all that prior, but like Morrowind on the original Xbox, that was the game I played. And as a kid, I don't know how the fuck I got through that game, because I had bought the collection where I have all the games. I have Arena, Daggerfall, Morrowind, Oblivion, all Skyrim, like all the DLCs for all of them, and I have ESO. Like I've been there since I've played them all. But I went back and played Morrowind because that was like the first one I played on the original Xbox, and I was playing it no map. Like this was before they put maps in games. You had to use the street signs. You had to there was no quest tracker. As a kid, I must have just ran around with the sword and sliced at shit. There's no way I fucking played that game, because as an adult now, I can't do it. It's so hard. It's like you die and you get sent way back and you forget how you got there. Like it's ass, but it's good. Like it's good fucking video games.
Yeah.
And I think with Elden Ring, it's it's so nostalgic. It brings that back because it's a fucking complete game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's open world and it's fun to play.
The sad part about that is that it's sad that a complete game is bringing you joy. It's finally a complete game. It's we shouldn't be having that issue. It's
no.
We should have a complete game, but then it's the issue is I didn't like how it played, or
it's just you're saying there's three things that come. It's either completed and it's riddled with bugs and it's unplayable. Cyberpunk, we're looking at you. And then or it's plays awesome. Fucking gameplay's amazing, but there's no content. What the fuck, bro? Or it's riddled with bugs. Oh, I already said that. And it's fucking full of content. What the fuck?
Yeah, I mean, I remember when we had our Xbox, the original Xbox, and I wasn't really paying attention to new releases and stuff, but that was when just a lot of
the original Xbox was, we were young during original. But 360 was where we mostly went,
on. But back when GameStop wasn't just the only place to buy a video game, a game store. There was really small stores where you could buy them.
Game Advance,
Game X,
Vans
or something.
Vans Games over by the Chinese buffet.
Mm-hmm.
I fucking love that. They had stickers on their packs where each sticker had a trade-in value, and you could trade in games. And then sometimes if you got a yellow value sticker, you could pick a yellow value game for the trade. I was that shit was so much fun just doing that shit.
But I remember going to get our haircut. My parents would take me to go get our me and my dad and my brother would go get our haircuts together.
Right.
And then right next door, even the doors were connected. You just walk right through to the game store that we would always go to. And so while my dad and my brother were getting their haircut, I'm browsing through all these games. And then when my dad was done, he'd come and browse. My brother, he wouldn't browse so much. But I'd look at a couple games. I'd just see a badass cover to one. I'm this looks badass. It was battle boats or something like that, where you're just driving around shooting boats with machine guns. I'm I want this game. And my dad's all right, cool. And then he picked out this other games. And it was every single one of those games that I didn't have to dedicate research to or anything. It was these were full games and I had a blast playing them.
Yeah.
But now it's you have to wait for reviews to come out to see am I gonna spend $60 on this fucking game, or am I gonna get ripped off? I've also noticed something. The square over there, it's on wrong.
I hate that you pointed that out.
Well, who put it up?
I don't know.
You did.
I don't ever put that up
no,
that.
you did. It was last time we came. Because I was going to say something, but I figured I didn't.
Katie.
I wasn't going to.
Shut up, Katie.
I'm sorry.
I'm kidding. God damn it. I was going to blame it on somebody else.
Man, nice try.
Somebody left chocolate in here and put that up wrong.
Why'd you only point out those two problems?
What's the other problem?
There's many other problems, but
games aren't getting completed.
Yeah. So
Well, you're right. It sucks, but
Connor, you know what we
this is
should
the
do?
time we live in.
We should make our own game and our own company, and then we kind of see like how hard it is for people to make a fucking finished game, and then we get back on the podcast and report on it. They're like, yeah, so we're having problems with the game. We're gonna have to scrap it, but we're gonna stick to the release date, so we have 3 months to finish this game.
Yeah, that's Anthem. We're looking at you. That game could have been fucking awesome, bro.
Could have been awesome.
That game was gonna be so good.
Let me tell you, if you're 6 months away from release and you've scrapped a game that you've been developing for
100%
years,
of it.
100% of it, it's like, it's done. It's over. I'm sorry, you've lost that money, that investment.
Yeah, it's gone.
It's
But that's not so much game developers all the time as it is.
Well, it's the whole company.
It's the whole company, and the developers are stuck in this situation where it's like they're just employees of the company to create the game that somebody writes, and then somebody then gives an investment. That person who gave the investment sets that fucking shit. I want my investment back at this time, and I want this percentage of my investment back. And if it's not met at that time, that's not good. So they're rushed to do it in those times.
When Cyberpunk released and they had to do all those refunds, all those investors were fucking pissed. They were like,
suing the company.
Yeah, they're like, hey, give us our investment back. But it's like, do you not realize that you guys were the problem?
It's a double-edged sword, though, because it's like you said, they're the problem. But on the other hand, it's also the developer's problem. But it's like, well, fuck, you're not giving us the time to fucking make a good product.
Mm-hmm.
It's weird. It's weird. Back in the day, it used to be like these small companies of like 100+ people creating full games. You know, Bungie was tiny before it's Bungie today. Bungie, Sony today. I mean, these companies started with just a small group of guys and girls creating games and pushing them out with no investors. And doing all the investing themselves. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, that's like, look how well Valheim is done, and it's just made by like 7, 8 guys.
They added
I saw that.
They added fucking caves in the winter area.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah. I was like, that's pretty dope.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, so there are like, what'd you say?
Everyone. That could be a fun game to play with for videos.
That's also a lot of like,
It's
we're
a lot
building.
of fucking building and boring shit too.
True.
We kind of just need something that's like an co-op campaign action or like mission.
Less survival-esque games in a sense.
You know what? That seems like the perfect word for it.
Mm-hmm.
Not something where you don't need to like prep. Just pretty much no survival.
Yeah. What was I gonna say? Well, we're getting pretty close to time.
You don't know that.
Yeah, we started at 10:30. It's 10:58.
Well, so we've got 2 more minutes. So, for 2 minutes straight, we're just gonna play the applause soundbite. Thank you.
Thanks for watching, guys.